What the fuck going on? Happy 2026. Was popping, everybody. Stay strong. If not, you wrong. You already know how I get down. We outside, inside, we everywhere. Sup to me, I'm a sup to you. You know how that slogan go. Bang, bang, bang. What up, everybody? I hope everybody doing great. Great dialogue yesterday. I appreciate the fans, family, friends. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate all of y'all, man. There's a lot to discuss. I kind of want to stray away from the a little bit politics, even though it's crazy. It is what it is, right? But bang bang ding dong dang dang ding ding, and they go with my mellows. Look who it is! Big Ulysses in the building. What up, you? You. I appreciate you, man. How you been? I hope everything good. Hope you and your brother are good. The family. What's up, Ulysses? Thank you for rocking with me as usual. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for all the love, the support, the thumbs up, the likes, the shares, all that cool stuff, man. I appreciate you. I've been doing well, man. My birthday just passed. I hit the big 44 club, and I'm just, appreciating every day of life like I do. You know what I mean? Bees in the building. What up, compadre? Look at the salt and pepper pie. It's funny, like my shit just hits my chin and like a little bit over here. Like I got a couple little grays over there too. But yeah, I appreciate everybody. Whoever has the notification set up, I appreciate you guys. Once I hit that live, you guys know what time I'm on. And it's a great thing, technology sometimes. But what up, man? What we got to talk about, man? There's a lot of shit going on. I don't like, you know what I mean? Yesterday, I spent the whole, you know, very political, but random. I want to talk about this. Friends that are like 50 cents. Do you guys have friends that are like 50? And somebody brought up something that was kind of like, it made me think a little bit. Imagine a friend where every time there's a fallout, he makes it public and tries to ruin your whole joint. You know what I'm saying? People say that's petty. People like that's 50. It is what it is. But it makes you not want to be his friend, though. God forbid something happens, you might have a documentary made out of you. You know what I'm saying? Imagine like 10 years, him and Yayo fall out and like what? Yayo was your right hand. Like, I don't think it happened, but talk to me, Ulysses. In your For You page SCS, it pisses me off. Talk to me. What I did? I'll fix it, Ulysses. But we could definitely talk about Epstein, man. I heard that yo, first of all, he had a penthouse in New York City. He had the island, and now he has a ranch that they checking out. You know what I'm saying? Darius in the building. What up, everybody? What up, D? How you been, man? Hope everything good. I don't understand what it means, Ulysses. I'm here, Christy. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody doing good. Let me just shout out my baby. I love you, wife. I hope you doing great at work. But damn, I got 3 and 3. Yo, I appreciate all of y'all. But what up, folk? I'm happy you good. I'm glad you good. I'm glad, Darius. You know what I'm saying? What up, bees? Where you at, bye? Everybody have a great day. You know what I'm saying? Motivate, get yourself right. You know what I'm saying? Got the little joints on. Look at it. Remember these shirts, the tie dyes? Remember the tie dyes? I bought this shit for $3 at a. I suggest you guys do what I do, which is thrift stores. I love thrift stores, right? Like you find an old polo sweater for like $5 and shit. You be like, what? Got a little stain. I deal with the stain in the grain. My crew is what's up, man. I appreciate all of you guys. So what up, man? What y'all guys want to talk about? My man Ulysses said Epstein, man. Epstein, I try not to touch on my man because that whole it's funny how isn't Epstein like the Pandora's box, right? Like they opened up that box and it's leading to all type of webbing that is connecting, right? Crazy, man. Yo, cool breeze. What up, compadre? I appreciate you, cool. What up, Darius? What up, cool? Christy, Bees, Ulysses. What up, everybody? I hope everybody doing good. Happy 2026. I hope everybody woke up on the right side of the bed and we focused to tackle this day and just do what needs to be done as opposed to not doing anything. You know what I mean? So just get something accomplished today. Don't matter what it is, just do something. I know Breeze is yo, cool Breeze to that guy, man. Yo, Breezy, my man's from New York. Link up with him, smoke a L with my nigga Breeze, you heard? And that's wild, yo. I ain't even lying. Me and Beezy used to really do that. Like we used to meet people and then literally meet them. Like if they were around, like, yo, what up, my friend? Yo, what up? You know what I'm saying? We were Grand Theft Auto 4 heavy, nigga. Heavy Grand Theft Auto Cuatritos. But what up, everybody? I hope everybody doing good. Like I said, man, there's a lot to talk about. Random 50 Cent, man. Stop blowing up every friend, every relationship that doesn't go well. Stop making it your habit to put it online, man. There was a basketball player that was like, I don't think I could be friends with the dude if, God forbid, we have a falling out. The nigga, you know what I'm saying? Does what he does. That's a fact, bees. Stay away from these things. But yeah, man, there's a lot going on in the world. 50 always been reckless. That's a fact. 718. And it's almost like that's him, right? But like, yo, you know what's wild? Let me just tell you. I'm not even gonna say that and go with the basketball player because the truth is friends like that are the friends you need. Because when you are loyal to 50, when you are 50 mans in them, that nigga give you the world, you heard? Shout out to people that 50 changed their life. Remember when Fetty was in jail, 50 was hitting him with putting money on his books. Max B. Yo, 50's one of them low key, like you be seeing, you find stories, yo, the baby, he helped the baby, you know, get back on his feet after he said that, homosexual slur. You know what I'm saying? But damn, man. Yo, happy birthday, Avery. Happy birthday, Avery. I appreciate you for rocking with me. Thanks for the thumbs. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. But happy birthday. Happy birthday, Avery. Happy birthday, Avery. Happy birthday, happy born day. It's a good day to be born on your day. Happy birthday. What up? I appreciate you, man. Happy born day. That's how New York niggas say it. We were grateful to be born. You know what I'm saying? I wish, Ulysses. You hold that PS5 for you and your brother, man. That's the type of dude I am. Busy, no, you know what I'm saying? Me and Busy, like we give. You know what I'm saying? Here, hold that. Take this. Like I think I got a sweater of his still. Go to NY and pick it up, people. It's in Bay Ridge. No problem, no problem, man. Many more blessings. I don't know if you fall in the Pisces thing. I'm a fish too, but happy born day to you, man. Many more. Remember that. We want many more birthdays, but we don't want society to be where it's at now, man. It's like they said in a couple of weeks, gas is gonna be at $7, and that's the thing. A lot of people we're all in various outputs or states, right? We're in different locations, and gas is variant, you know what I'm saying? But out here it's already $6. Like that's kind of like that's not funny. You know what I mean? You used to spend 40. Shout out to the people that thought buying a big truck was the move, man. Unless you got it for construction, I don't know what you're doing with all that space. Ladies be like, yo, I got a baby. Let's get the Kia with the 7 rows. Yo, shout out to Crazy. What up? What up, Darius? Nah, man, this is exactly you can't buy this and you can't pay for this type of promotion, which is great animosity between each other, right? Everybody learning each other, everybody getting comfortable. That's exactly Christy, right? That's exactly what I wanted, man. Everybody just on some vibe and shit. That's why everybody be like, "Yo, Unc, I love your vibes," right? Because that's what I exactly wanted it to be, man. Cleta, let's go. That's a fact. Crazy. Yeah. Shout out to yo, thank you, D. Thank you, Darius. You know what I mean? I appreciate you for real, for real. You know what I mean? There's certain people that you just want to at least communicate right with them, right? Not lead them astray. I think a lot of people have this agenda, right, they call it, or like some type of motive or financial gain, and it's like I don't want that to be between us. I want us to just have this great dialogue. One day all of us gang up and we all meet, you know what I'm saying, for the right cause. You know how that is. But until that day happens, I wish everybody the best, man. And what happened? What Jacob said, man. Shout out to Jacob. You know what I mean? Like I say, I got thick skin. You know what I mean? I love trolling sometimes. I'm a funny guy. I like laughing. You know what I mean? Even if it's at my expense. Look at the nostril game, y'all. Look at the side view, man. Yo, y'all remember that they had this thing females used to do? Like it was a song. It was like, "Look at me from the side." Some girls had the, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, whatever you got in your face, that's you, mommy. Like, love your temple, man. Wanted to pant like a dog. But what up, everybody? Random, let's talk about it, man. Whatever y'all. Shout out to the Hornets. I think they play tonight. They've been losing a few, but they've been setting a lot of cool records too. So, it's great. And another thing, I've been seeing a lot of like joints about talking about like NBA not getting the viewership no more. Look, we need to, as a society, stop going with this weird program of like sheeple activities, meaning like um it's good to like, perfect example, a video game is released, right, and then you got a reviewer who goes, yo, the game isn't blah blah blah, and then because he has a large fan base, a lot of people follow that. Next thing you know, the company gets closed, we would never see that game made, and then 5 months later they go, yo, that game was kind of ill, like the more you play it, it's like, yo, we words are very powerful. I always say that. I always want you guys to understand that words are super powerful, man. The NBA canceled Atlanta Hawks promoting Magic City. That's wild cool. A bank is a place that will lend you if you can prove that you don't need it. That's a factory too, Ulysses. Why aren't you at work? I'm unemployed, B. Just like a lot of folks out here, you know what I'm saying? And yes, I use Indeed and various other networks to try to get my you know, don't get it twisted. When BZ know, when I was in New York, I always had a job. In fact, I just left. I was like a dishwasher hostess. You know what I'm saying? My boy D Block got me a cool little spiz in that restaurant, and then I worked in like a burger joint doing almost the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to get paper. You know, at the time I was breaking. You know what I'm saying? Mom's like, whatever. It is what it is, man. I don't really have to explain, but yes, I am unemployed. Yes, I have a lot of free time. Hence the reason why I try to, put a lot of effort into this YouTubing and vlogging, blogging, whatever you guys want to call it, streaming, potting. You know what I mean? But I'm just, instead of just sitting on my ass or playing video games, I'm actually trying to, do something. And I do day trading. I do 2 trades per day. So, you know what I'm saying? I got 500 in an account. The shit is up to almost 600. So I'm trying little by little. BZ always told me to go in that direction. You know what I'm saying? But I guess you live and you learn, right? That's yo. See, and a lot of folk would have jumped on you. Yo, what you mean? Get a job, right? So me being me, I took it, and then and look at that. So I appreciate the information. I appreciate the shout out and basically little guidance, right? Pick up a trade, say go figure something out, and then. But yeah, man. Thank you for that one. You know what I'm saying? A lot of folk remember when they were telling everybody to do coding and shit, and me and Paper were like, "Nah, man, stay in the labor force." I remember, look, not remember, but resume, paralegal, construction. I washed windows for a company. We used to get contracts for the Empire State Building. I used to clip on side of the 79, 80 stories high, washing windows. I've done hostess, I've done waiting, I've done washing dishes, I've done I worked in a strip club. I used to be the guy that holds the bucket of ice while the girls had the woo, and then I would like bring. I was like a bar back. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Ulysses got him. What up, yo, fan bow? What up, Pompey? What's up, baby? How you doing, man? Hope everything good. And yo, what's up, fam? How you doing, man? Appreciate you as usual, man. I love that I'm getting like a community of regulars and we all popping. You heard? Shout out to Fan Bow. Everybody go check out Fan Bow's page. You know what I'm saying? He does his thing as well. You know what I'm saying? His setup is a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? A little bit more. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But shout out to Fan Bow, man. I seen you share a couple. I think I dropped one like, but look, honestly, it's like when I'm done with this, I upload, I do a lot of editing and all that nonsense that takes about a couple hours. Then I go eat lunch with my baby, and then by then it's already hitting that clock. Come back home, y'all know I do laundry, vacuum, dishes, make sure the house is smelling good so when she enters. And yeah, like I'm stay home mom type shit. But I've always was a cleaner. I always cleaned. I always made sure my space was like, you know what I'm saying, um livable. But yeah, man. I'm not saying I don't like using excuses like yo, work is hard to find, you know what I mean? But I do. Let's talk about this. Random ageism. Is ageism real? Because I remember I did an application for CVS one time, and I swear on everything, it asked not for my birthday. On top of my birthday, it asked my age, like my literal. And I came back to the like I went to the actual store and was like, "Yo, I did an application. How come?" She was like, "Oh yeah, we're in process." I'm like, "But you need a worker. I'm willing to work right now. I would shoot up and boot up." It was like 3 blocks away from the crib at the time, my mom's crib. But yeah, man, it's ageism real, man. To those that have a job now, are you afraid of losing it and then having to be in my little boat where it's like you you just want to send various resumes regardless of the job, right? Like it's really a gig economy. And a lot of people be like, yo, do the Uber Eats or shit like that. The long run, it might seem a little bit more financial, but the way I live is like I don't use as much resources anyway. So the beat up and tear on your tires and the gas, I think Uber Eats is a bad situation right now. I don't think it's equating. Like if this gas shit continues, right? Like on the long run, the spectrum, let's say my man's was cutting 100 a day, right? 40 went to gas. Now he might have to do 60 in gas, 40 profit. So shout out to everybody that's just trying to get it. You know what I mean? Hi, Uncle Fan Bow. Yeah. Beta. I take it, Juicy. What up, Juicy? Yeah, Darius, you already know D. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad you in that energy because when I was younger, that's how we used to address people anyway. It was almost a thing of family. You know what I mean? Especially those who are trying to, teach or if you're around a lot. You know what I mean? Yo, cool breeze. Yo, you want to know how creepy this world is? This is scary, but this is reality, right? Yo, cool. Everybody, Darius, Fanbow, Christy, Juicy, my new people's fucking around and find out, right? Yo, there was a time in New York City with gas. I don't even think it went through the roof. I just think that there was no gas, right? So my mans used to go to Jersey, and I'm talking about the car stunk like gas because he would fill up these 10-gallon joints. He had like about 20, right? Like, yo, the whole car had these joints. And we would go back to New York and he was charging niggas $100 for these joints. And niggas was I thought, Mark, you gonna have a car full of gasoline, my nigga. You know what I mean? Like, yo, my nigga, you gonna have this shit was stinking like gas. And gas really stink, you know what I'm saying? So stay blessed too, fan bow. What up, Chris? Yep. But long story short, my man was doing it and people were doing it because they got us into this vehicle thing where you literally need it. Unless you're in a city, like that's why. Like every time I travel, right? And let's say I'm in the country though. I'm doing countryside. Yo, on God, I always think to myself, yo, this city has enough money to build like a transit system or at least have a bus line or do this. Nope. They want you relying on these vehicles so much so that they tricking our minds to think that since gas is going up, that having a Tesla right now was the right move. And I don't know about that one too, because I know Teslas. I see a bunch of videos. If something happens, your computer don't turn on, the car don't turn on, right? Like one of those. I seen where they got handles that are inside, so if it was cold, it didn't like various situations, man. Yup, yup. Give them that tippy too, man. The tip culture, random. The tip culture is out of control. Inflation is wilding. Shrinkflation. Yo, I bought a thing of Twix. I remember, yo, I love Twix, right? I'm a Twix guy for real, right? Yo, I bought the 4 pack. You know the 4 pack joints? Yo, on guard, I opened it and I took 2 bites, right? And I'm like, yo, all the time, 2 bites, I would still have like a little joint left, right? Gone. These things are like this now. Pause. My nigga Breeze got them Paquitos, you heard? That's a New York thing, nigga, just having money on the low ski, right? Like I said, I'm doing like the trading I'm doing is better than putting whatever money I have, like, you know what I'm saying, in a bank. So right now it's beneficial. Let's see how well it goes. Hopefully they don't, do a rug pull and you know what I'm saying? But for now, I do my trades 2 times a day and the shit's, you know what I'm saying? In fact, I gotta do my shit at 9:50. Yo, Twix, yo, Crit, yo, the shit. Yo, and that's another thing, y'all. Animosity, jealousy. Yo, first of all, Chicago, a lot of times killings happen where? At the gas station. Why? Because that's a spot that you guarantee nigga need to go to. Unless you driving, you know what I'm saying, out of here to get your joint. And even when that happens, motherfuckers will chase you down. So gas stations, fan bow, you ain't lying, man. They put you in a weird situation, especially the ones where you got to get out the car, go to the window, or go to the joint, put your card in, look around. You got other, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times gas stations are like they breed homeless activities, you know what I'm saying? Like there's always, you know, it's just wild activities, man. Be careful, man. Yo, random true story. So this guy cuts another guy off. The guy jumps out the car and just starts shooting, right? The guy comes out the car crying on his knees. The guy puts the gun down. Cops come, the guy goes, gives the gun, and the cop's like, "What happened here?" He's like, "I didn't know there was a little boy in the back seat." You see what I mean? You see what I mean? They got another video of some dude. They used his dash cam. He's driving. Another dude cuts him off. He goes. They're at the light. They had words, right? Like "fuck you." Da, 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 da. As soon as he peels off, yo, the dude was with his moms. Nobody got injured in that one, but yo, people don't understand. Bullets travel, man. You could be aiming at this dude, ricochet hit a little girl. Like, yo, we gotta be very careful, man. I know there's a thing of protection, right? That's why a lot of us have the thingy, but it's that it's I don't know if it's a lot of us just want to use it and go to the gun range, man. Go to the gun range. That's a fact, fan. Wow. That's what Cool was kind of saying that, like New York, East Coast, they have it where somebody does it for you. You know what I'm saying? And out here is you're the gas attendant. You know what I'm saying? And yo, do y'all remember going by gas stations and smelling the gas very, like, in fact, when I was younger, my grandfather would literally light a Marlboro, pumping gas. And for some reason, when he used to strike the match, that little smell, and then I was addicted, nigga. Like what? But gasoline used to have this smell, like I don't know. It's not whatever. I wasn't huffing gas, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Bullet has no names. That's a fact, fam. Bow. Them joints have no names on them. Yo, remember that? Remember that joint where it was 4th of July? 4th of July. Dude did the bullet came, fell right through the nigga, killed him instant. You know what I'm saying? And call me a punk. I appreciate you, man. Like and subscribe. If you sub to me, I'ma sub to you, Martinez. But yeah, man, gotta be careful out there, man. Like bullet, like that's a perfect t-shirt. Bullets have no names, and we need to understand that. Even though we seen boiling point, whatever that movie was, where niggas used to put a nigga name on it before he caught the hit, is like, yo. But yeah, man, a lot of folk don't understand how easy like your life could just be gone, right? Like, yo, let me tell you, the older you are, you understand this from experience, right? You losing friends, you losing family, but yo, literally, you could be in a room with somebody that just they have the heart of a giant, and it's like they take him away. You took Z1000, like you took my people's Renette, like you took yo bees. You know they took our family from us, B. Yo, we lost three good ones in like a 4 year run. Like, and not off of no gang shit. Niggas was on a block or backdoored or just like life. Like, what the fuck? And when I was, look, I had cousin, look, I had a lot taken from me, right? But you get to that point where you're like, I told y'all, like, you feel like death is, I don't know, man. Like, you just, it don't resonate the same. You know what I'm saying? What up, Roddy? How you doing, man? Hope everything good. But I hope that doesn't happen to y'all, right? Like I just hope younger kids just don't go through like it's just death, right? Because yo, we lose a lot of good ones, man. We lose a lot of good ones, man. But all I could do is just maintain me, you know what I'm saying? Make sure my temple right, make sure I try to, say what's on my mind when I was hooping in college. Yeah, cool. Yo, remember that? Yo, these kids don't know. You used to go to Walmart. They used to have a little section, you know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers would have guns right there, shotguns, you know what I'm saying? All type of craziness, you know what I mean? It's okay, Christy. They want, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people need hugs out there, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like I can't like a lot of people are in a dark place, right? Like so much so that they don't even know how to communicate no more. You know what I mean? So I already know that part, you know. That's why I be so genuinely happy with what I got here because yo, this internet really has a lot of fucking losers, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what it is, man. I don't know why we have so much hate for each other. You know why? I don't even know this person, but I already have a judgmental call about him. It's like that shit make no sense. You know what I'm saying? What up, Jesus is coming soon. Thank you for Jesus in the building, man. But yeah, man, I try to like you know faster, and it's crazy. How many times, yo? You know how many times talk about Jesus? I do. I talk about faith. If you watch my shit, I'm faith up. You heard? What up, though? What up, Dolph? Yo, what up, though? My easy coming out of nowhere. You heard? Yo, Jesus is coming, man. And we could talk about the second coming, but I also don't want to. Um, how do I say this, man? I don't want. I try not to do politics and religion because I don't want to. Like, I want everybody to be free to do what they want, right? Like Jesus is coming. We know this, right? But I don't want to try to. I'm not going to win souls. If you're not part of the program by now, I don't know what to say, right? Texas, what up, Texas? Shout out to Texas with big feet, meat, big meat. Yeah. Oh, Paul. But what up, everybody? What up, Texas? How you doing, Patricia? Hope everybody doing good. But Jesus, yo, Jesus is coming. Jesus, you know what I mean? That's a sad part. And that's fact. Yo, when COVID hit, let me tell you the transformation and people that were good souls. Remember, not remember, but yo, people genuinely bought into the system, meaning you go to college, you get a good job, you could get the crib and all that shit. But then in the sideline, they saw everybody that wasn't following the rule book winning. They saw everybody that was scamming, everybody that was Ponzi scheming, everybody that was selling drugs. Them niggas was winning back in little, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of folk went that direction, man. Yesterday I saw my old school friend on Facebook. He's paralyzed. He told me he got shot up 62 times 2 years ago. You see, man? Yo, fan bow, man. See, I love Jesus too, man. You offend someone always in those topics. That's a fact, Christy. Hit him. Yo, that's fucking wild, man. And people don't understand being paralyzed is almost like you in a box, bro. Like you imagine that, like your mind is alive, but you can't do nothing about it. That is the scariest thing to me. It's like I feel like not that it's tied with being a vegetable, but man, ain't that some shit? Like you can't move, man. Like, and we put so much attention on other shit, man. I bet by now we would have figured out a lot of stuff, man. You know, it takes a Michael J. Fox to put money towards where he's fighting MS and you know what I mean? Like, but we'll send billions to you for war. We'll do that quickly. We'll kill a domestic violence program, but build two more army posts around. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't like that. That's the thing that gets a little bit like, I'm choosing God and I'm chosen with God too, Patricia. Thank you, Christy. I appreciate you. Thank you, mommy. It can go left real quick because that's a very sensitive subject. Why you think every time they bring it up to me, what I say, I always say the same because I don't want to offend nobody. I don't want to say, we all different opinionated. And nowadays people don't know how to take other people's opinions like we used to. You know what I'm saying? Wait, what my man say? The rich house just waiting here for my jet to take off. Shout out to you, rich housewife scrolling and waiting to land in California for a girls trip and shopping. I hope you shop. I hope you buy the whole mall out. I appreciate you for rocking with me. Sub to me, I'm a sub to you. He is amazing. Thank you, Patricia. He really is. Do you love sushi? Nope. That fish should kill you, I feel like. And I'm a fish sign. I don't think the fish should kill you. I just think sushi, um, there was a lady that ate too much sushi and got sick. I think she almost died. You know what I mean? So be careful with the sushi tip. I love God too, man. What up, rapper? What up, rapper? Hope you doing good. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for subbing and just being here, man. Your time, everybody's time is somebody's time. Yeah, Stranger Things Mafia, one of the illest shows, man. I wish it had more seasons, but then again, there's certain things that do need an end. You know what I mean? I just don't like how other shows go into 8 seasons. You know what I mean? The Kardashians got 5 million seasons, but shows that really move the culture, you like, come on, writers, you could do a season, you know what I mean? But I guess they didn't want to be one of them shows that like had a off season because I feel like all the seasons, I love season 2, by the way, the Ghostbuster one. But yeah, shout out to Stranger Things. What up, rapper? I'm glad you in here, rapper. But yeah, man, it's always good to follow or have faith in someone. The Lord, obviously, you know what I mean? The Y is a classic. You know which other joint I used to like? I don't know why. Workaholics. I don't know why I like that show. I'm watching right now, random. I'm watching Monarch. It's a show about Godzilla, King Kong, and shit. Like Monarch is supposedly it's a butterfly type shit, but it's also they named the company Monarch. But shout out to Monarch. Shout out to The Wire, Sopranos, Workaholics, The Office. Come back. I did my. Thank you everybody for rocking with me. Thanks for staying. like a sub. You know what I mean? No sound. Am I back, fan bow? Am I back? Tell me I'm back. I was just going through. I had to go through a bunch of joints. Just let me know if I'm back, everybody. Thank you for letting me know I was muted though. You're back. Thank you. Thank you. Bozo in the crib, nigga. And I got the nose, you heard? And when it's cold, yo, Roddy, this is weird, man. When it gets cold, my nose actually gets like red and shit, like Rudolph. But yeah, man, shout out to you, man. You're back, Uncle. Thank you, Darius. I am, man. Yeah, Roddy. Got the clown emoji out there, you know what I mean? I got you, fan bow. You know what I mean? It's cool. Like I say, man, say what you want, do what you want. You know what I'm saying? Just don't think words or your actions don't have consequences. I think that's where the generation was thinking, like, hey, I'm not going to work and let's see how that turned out. It turned out how it turned out. You know what I mean? The lack of workforce actually, they were like, in fact, we're not going to hire none of y'all. We're just going to get AI. You know what I'm saying? So keep playing games. You know what I mean? What's that? What's that saying? You know what I'm saying? That shit about win stupid prizes or some shit. Like play silly games, win stupid prizes or some shit. Like right? But I'm back. I'm back. Thank you, Christy. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, some people, I don't get mad because that means you're tapping into their emotional what they want, right? Their little battle. But at the same time, I want to actually learn him something. Like, yo, my G, you could come off, you know what I'm saying, differently and get a better response than what you're aiming for now. Because you're not going to change the trajectory of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a solid one. So whatever I got going, you notice how niggas be saying shit, and I just be I be talking my nothing is gonna take me off of my course, man. At 44, I'm standing on my 10, and I've been this guy. You know what I mean? So when you this guy, you get more powerful with yours. Like I am so confident in mine. Like I swear on everything, y'all. That's why like manifestation is real to me because I feel the blossoming of something beautiful. It's hard for a thug nigga to say things like that, man. I'm telling y'all. Yeah, Zay is really that Zay. Zay on the block, that's Zay. You heard? The nigga that's always laughing, smoking an L, hugging his mans. I was one of them, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? ET, my brain ain't fried. November, India, Gulf, Echo Rome. Shout out to you, Real Roy. I know. You never know what yo, my thing is you never know like what somebody has to offer. You know what I'm saying? And look at this generation. You know what I'm saying? Niggas used to, first of all, one of the illest daps came with the hug. Woof. That was yo, one of the illest daps. And then we used to do the hot fiving. You know what I'm saying? We used to do all type of joints. And then we started like everybody started doing, you know what I'm saying? He got out of it. I don't even know what he called me, you know what I'm saying? But the shit don't affect, you know what I'm saying? The storm keep moving. Like we gotta we gotta head towards positivity. And you got a lot of angry folk out there in their room don't or wherever they at that they don't know how to communicate. That's why their race is losing very quickly. You understand that? That's why they getting angry at us because they thought that they could do it their way. Oh, I'm not gonna read. I ain't gonna do this. I'm gonna be emojied out, nigga. And look what happening, man. Those are the same people that are getting slapped in real life now. You know what I mean? By like, yo, I'm telling you, you can't run away from like you can't, man. Energy, yo, it always, it always, I'm telling you, and I don't want to say it's karma, I don't want to say it's this, but there's a certain energy that when you put out so much negativity, it really come back. Think about all King Vaughn, all these dudes that really put people in the ground. They got away with it, but eventually they got take like that's just the way it is. You want to be negative? Negative is gonna come to you. I don't have nothing to do with that. My energy is positive in the crib. Random. Shout out to LaMelo Ball, man. Breaking a lot of records. You heard? Shout out to the Hornets. God don't sleep, man. God don't sleep, and he watching, he peeping, and think about it like this, y'all. Peep game. If you, let's say you joking, right, and you keep doing this same energy, the shit becomes part of you now. That's why I'm trying to. Yo, what up, Mike? What up, Mike? How you doing, Pop? That's why I'm trying to learn some of these kids. Like, yo, think about it. If you put out that positive, I promise you, positive gonna come. Maybe not overnight, maybe not that second, but I promise when you start being positive and include that into your daily regimen, it becomes a discipline, like disciplinary action. It just becomes, it's like second nature. It's like riding a bike, right? It's just like you just know. So why don't we know to do better, to talk better, to treat each other better? That shit is what up, y'all? Yeah, Mike. Yeah, cool. That shit is real, man. That hate stay in the heart, man. And then it turns really cancerous. It could either kill you or make you do wild, dumb shit. Yo, fan bow. Respect for that, man. And you know what's wild? Fam will say that, and some younger kid, yo, son, yo, like none of that, man. He just told you his journey, man, to find himself. That shit is real. A lot of motherfuckers is old and don't know what they doing. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm trying like, and I know y'all know this, right? You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of old motherfuckers moving clumsy and think that they still ganging. And what the fuck is y'all doing? We gotta teach these kids, man. None of that pays the bills. It could pay it, but it's not gonna last. And the shit always leads to jail or death, man. Try not to get addicted to drugs because fentanyl is in everything. If you're gonna do something, dabble with the shrooms, dabble with some weed. I'm not saying do these, but if you do, you know what I'm saying? Stay away from alcohol. It's a spirit. It brings the worst spirit out of some of us. You know what I mean? Some of us have, old carnations in us dying to come out. But yeah, man, fan bow, man, moving reckless, man. And we learn getting arrested, going through this, doing that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a nice guy, but I wasn't the baddest motherfucker either. I don't want to put that out there like that. I love the color blue, and I was just a cool Spanish nigga. Like word, man. See, and Mike, you see that? That's the only cool thing I like about the young generation. Them niggas will say, "Yo, you's a weirdo, you goofy." You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, y'all be like, "Yo, what are y'all? What is you doing? Pick up your pants, man." And that's the thing. There was supposed to be a curve when my generation hit 30 that we were supposed to learn y'all. But a lot of us, like I used to see parents like teaching a kid like street shit. And I'm like, yo, what is you doing? Like a lot of parents, like I'm not saying y'all, of course, but you know what I mean? Like, yo, yo, listen to my little man. Yo, what up? Fuck you, niggas. Like, I'm like, yo, random. The pants swagging came from jail. And what that was an introduction to the booty hole. So whenever somebody in jail would slag the pants, and meant, yo, what up? So random, no homo, pausito, big pause, holy shit. My shit is up, man. My shit is up. Look at Zay Bird, man. Look at Zay Bird, man. Look at this, man. Look at the length on this bad boy right here. Remember that? Look at him, y'all. Look at Satomo. Look at my guys. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. We got the purple one. Looking a little flimsy. Of course, life happens. You know what I'm saying? The aloe still looking great. Look at this. Look at that. But look at this one. Puts amazing, beautifully. What up, Trey? Yo, shout out to Trey, man. That's one of them joints, right? Cool, cool, Beezy. Oh, my New York. Yo, that's one of them joints right there. Trey, that's 100% right, man. Just because you gain some age don't mean you got any wisdom to offer me. So learn how to speak correctly, learn how to engage, learn, in fact, learn a method to communicate with these youngins. You know what I mean? All these YNs. And I promise you that they try to listen, man, but there's too much going on in the world for them. And I understand it wasn't like that really. That's what they doing. They making it so crazy for the that like they looking at us and then we looking at boomers and they looking at caskets and yo, Mike, thank you, pa. I talk to my plants every day, man. I know it may sound goofy, or you could look at me how you look at me, but like I really think there's a semblance and a response that I have to give, and this is me. Yo, Beezy really know me, man. Yeah, Uncle Trey. What up, Trey? I appreciate you, Darius. Mike, thank you, pa. Fan bow, of course. Chris, everybody, wife, I love you to death, girl. I know, but and that's another thing. Like I come out here, I gotta be aware of the hats I wear, the colors, and all this lingo and shit. And it's like sometimes we just like, yo, what up, cuz? What up, blood? What up? What up, five? Like that's just the New York, like what I'm saying. We used to say son, and I remember when everybody used to be like, yo, what up, son? What up, son? And then there was like a cuss when yo, what up, son? Yo, you my dad? Like it started getting weird. Like niggas took that and then we went, yo, what up, Dula? What up, son Doolery? My nigga son Doolery with the foolery. That's what's up though, Mike. I appreciate you, Darius. That's funny as hell, fan bow, but that's true, man. Just the wording and the way shit go, man. Niggas assume you a certain joint. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. Like you live and you learn. That's the whole thing about life. That's the beautiful thing, man. You live and you learn. Your plant don't go one way, you gotta figure out what happened. Maybe it's too cold in Michigan, house plants, or I don't know, it's just a bunch of, what I'm saying? But yeah, man. And yo, Trey, to everybody, Darius just cool peoples, man. I just want y'all to be warm welcoming him to him. And you guys been like that. So I appreciate everybody, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like as hell, man. We need more like that, man. This world is like headed and like cool 718, you know what I'm saying? Bree said like, hate spread faster than love, man. Oh, and fan bow. That's another thing motherfuckers need to learn. Like, right? When you in the East Coast, Jersey, New York, you might see your Asians, I see a lot of like and Asian gangs, but they all ran like, they were Red Dragons or you know what I mean? But then you go to Cali and these Asians, they seeing up, they being up, they got their own sets, you know what I'm saying? Big Filipino, Vietnamese, just the Asian, Samoan, and just various cultures, man. And they all be banging, yo. Like, but yeah, shout out to Latino, shout out to everybody, man. Wait, let me see that. When everybody else fails, find a good plan. No, I got you anyway. What up, Grouch? How you doing, Pa? I hope everything good. Happy 2026. Thank you for rocking with me. Sub to me, I'm a sub to you. Yeah, word, man. I appreciate you. Thanks. But yeah, man, there's a lot to there's a lot that Zay needs to learn more. There's a lot that you guys have to offer. There's a lot that you know what I'm saying? I wish that our culture wasn't so um egotistic or sexualized, like you know what I mean, like this. You can't even have relationships like everybody think everybody's supposed to fuck each other or something weird, like you know what I'm saying. I like to know flying. I'm flying on the no STD list, you heard. I like to keep it like that. And yo, I be seeing videos random. I seen some lady, she was like, yo, It's gonna be hard for me to say, but I'm positive for HIV and I got herpes. And I'm like, you put that on TikTok, shorty? Like diabolical. Thank you. So niggas, heads up. But as well, G. Damn, being Unc at 28 is wow. That's crazy. I'm 44. My man saying 20, right? It is wild though. Like just the way, yo, that's another thing, man. Random. I got you, G. Sub. I appreciate you, pa. Fan bow. I don't know what happened there, but I know you always good wording. But yo, that's another thing I wanna say is that they making time weird for the young folk, like making it like they don't got it, right? So how they think is like, yo, 18, I gotta get my do, and if I'm at this age and I don't got that, poop. And it's like, no, a lot of us don't get grown to 30, 30 something, 35. Some motherfuckers is still learning at 40, 45, 60. So life is dependent on you, but just move at a faster pace where you are absorbing and um gaining more of an advantage over your counterparts, right? Because you always want to be better. Like it is a competitive spirit, right? It's this competitive nature, but you want to do that for yourself too, right? That's why I like, handy niggas, like, God forbid something happens in the crib, I'm over there screwing it, moving it, doing it. You know what I mean? We learn it every day, B. Word, man. What up, Darius? Yeah, here, little grouch. I appreciate you, pa. Folks in Korea don't move out till they get a lady. America, yo, Mike, random. We're gonna talk about it. There's no more role models. That's a fact. Show the generation the right direction, exactly. And even me sometimes, because I look, y'all, I like the way I dress, right? But it does look youngish, right? It is what it is, man. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Let's try to do this, right? But like Mike said, man, um, they got this thing where once you hit 17, 18, you gotta get out the crib. When in other cultures, they don't do that because they want you to help in the crib, right? So a lot of times the parents did do the right thing by getting a house, but now when you got older, collectively you guys could pay for the crib and do the right thing. And a lot of cultures they stay until the moms and pops is old and then they pass. Like they literally merge families. If you get married, you better your mom, pops, everybody in that crib. You heard? But there's a weird thing in America that like once you turn a certain age, you gotta be on your own, and that's highly impossible if you ask me, especially with these prices. That's why I kind of feel my heart for the youngins because it's like, okay, I just graduated high school. You want me to get a job, but the job requires 3 years experience. That's strike number one. That's goofy as fuck. What the fuck is that about? Then I need a resume that's extensive. Then you check the college I'm in or that I graduated from because that obviously plays a part somehow. You know what I'm saying? Not my masters or degrees, but where I came from. Boom. Now I'm going into college or I'm not, army or I'm not, or I'm finding a job and now I got to pay first month security. And so basically you need to have 10 bands sitting around so you could put yourself in a crib and then more because you to find a job. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Yeah, fan bow. I was out of there at like 14, man. I was living with my cousin. Then I came back, and then as soon as I hit 17, I was out of here, man. But there's a thing about Latino mothers that like they're very hardcore with their sons. They treat you like a prince when you're younger. And so I love you, mom. But when you 14, fits you, tú eres un hombre. Tú estás bebiendo. ¿Qué tú haces afuera a esta hora? Tú quieres jugar afuera, pero no yo, you know what I'm saying? So, mira, esta es tu casa y afuera, mijo. So it's like, get out of here, man. So, and all I was doing was smoking weed, y'all. And I know what the fuck you doing, Zay, smoking weed, but I was liking weed at the time. They had some good Thai, dro, you know what I'm saying? But my mom's just, weed, like I always tell you guys, it was looked differently. Like they thought weed was like heroin. So, and they used to say it was the gateway. So your mom's literally thought, oh, if he's smoking weed, he's gonna go down the worst path ever, right? So it was a weird, situation, man. First, last, and deposit. That's a fact, fanbow. That's a factory. What up, Pong? How you doing, Pong? Thank you for rocking with me. What up, Pong? That's a cool little name. That's another cool thing. I like everybody's names. You know what I mean? Everybody got a cool little, you know what I'm saying? But yo, thank you for rocking with the kid. We outside, roll one unk. What up, y'all? I was gonna leave, but I'm gonna puff a little joint for you. I got you, y'all. How you doing, y'all? I hope everybody good in the family. You know what I'm saying? Hope you get blessed, and I hope you continue to be you, man. Stay positive, B. Sorry for the youngins. That was for you, y'all. But yeah, man, like I said, I want everybody to just be in a good spot, stay positive, try not to, and if your circle feels like it's a little negative, just maneuver out of there. Salute to you, pa. I got you, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of them, you know what I'm saying? That's why, like I say, it's good to be yourself so people know who you are, right? As opposed to being a character. But yeah, man. If it's your birthday, I'll sing you a happy birthday. You know what I mean? I'm one of them. But I think I have a good group that understands me, understands at 44. I'm trying my best in life, and I'm in a great spot. I'm happy. I think that's the number one thing over my head is happiness. I'm fucking happy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna trade it in. I ain't going, you know what I'm saying? Fuck this pack. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of folk be just fucking things up, man. I ain't gonna fuck mine up. You know what I mean? I love this girl to death, and you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna go down like that. I know, man. And yo, I used to have peoples that did the what's that shit? Xannies, right? Look, I did a couple Xannies. What up, Chris? Yo, them shits you remember nothing. Like you literally gotta hear from your man. Yo, you jumped on a car, did a backflip, broke your head, came back, punched the store owner, ran. Yeah, man. Thank you, Christy. You know what I mean? She a great one. She a great one. Yeah. What up, Yap? Yapper with the chopper. But thank you, Christy. You know what I mean? She's well loved on this side. You know what I'm saying? I do have my, little Zay moments, you know what I'm saying? But like the overall 99.9 is like she knows, you know what I mean? That like my love is just all for her, right? You know what I'm saying? And my son and my mom's, I hate when people think, yo, it's just for nah, it's like that's a fact, Trey. Yo, my man's used to, yo, on guard, my man used to come and be like, yo, check this out. He used to pop half and drink a Corona, and he was like, yo, this like you drinking a six pack. I was like, what? Give me that half, let me try. Oh, and it was weird. When I did it the few times, I ain't gonna lie, but it was like a upper to me. Like I didn't feel drowsy, but when I did go to sleep, I slept like a baby. You know what I'm saying? But don't and yo, my man's went and was like, yo, when you trying to get off these joints, is pretty deadly. Like, be careful, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And it's weird. If it's a pharmaceutical prescribed thing, like why would they prescribe something so hardcore like that? That you're literally dependent. Trey, on God, B. And that's like I say, I gotta be honest, right? Like I'm not. But Darius, to all the young folk, do not even try. Don't play. Don't think a rap like it's not even fun. Nah, it's not. You know what I'm saying? I hate that's another thing. I hate random. I hate that a community of rappers try to make drug use like fun and cool when all around them, Mac Miller, Little Poop, Pop, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like all these niggas was Little Peep, like all these niggas was dying, overdosing from the shit. So it was like, no, Pimp C, nope, I'm not jacking it, man. And y'all don't even look like y'all having a good time. You go type in compilation rappers tweaked, and you see all these niggas like this. Q50 like this, Q51, whatever. For them niggas was sniffing perks and shit. I'm like, damn, diabolical, B. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody. We're hitting a 60-minute mark. Thank you, everybody, for rocking with the kid. I'm gonna do some shorts. You know how that go. Thanks for all the love, man. Here's some hearts for y'all. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the time. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you guys could be doing something else. It is what it is, but I'm realistic, right? So thank you for, sitting with Uncle Zay, chatting. You know what I mean? Zay dollar. We always on a random tip. You don't know where we gonna go. You know what I mean? Like you don't know what's going on here. Uncle Zay out of here. You know what I'm saying? But yo, thank you everybody. Love, peace, and blessings to you in the chat. Thank you. Yo, Trey, you one of them good ones, man. Thank you for rocking with me, man. I try to do the same time every time, man. 9 and 10, man. Great stream. Until the next episode. Yeah, Pen Barrow. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, I love you too, y'all. Yo, later, man. Y'all be good, man. Thank that. Yo, we ended this great, beautifully, man. Yo, y'all beautiful souls, man. Never change, man. Stay positive and stay y'all. You know what I mean? Zay be back. You know what I'm saying? See you tomorrow. Peace. Yeah, y'all motherfuckers is cool as hell, man. Hearts up, B. Thank you, everybody. Random Zay dollars, Zay dollar. Uncle Zay out of here. Yo, we inside, we outside, we everywhere. Peace. Zay dollar, Zay dollar. Thank you, y'all. For real, for real. On God, man. Mike, everybody, yo, thank you, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Trey, all the new, yo, thank you, y'all. Darius, yo, shout out to Christy, your wife, Fan Bow. You know what I'm saying? Cool Breeze. I gotta say cool, man. I gotta say cool. Yo, look, salute, cool. Yo, thank you, everybody. Peace.